Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our My Player Career Mode here, Ronaldinho Reborn on FIFA 16, guys. This is episode 19, and in today's episode we've got some pretty exciting stuff happening. We've got Champions Cup match, a few league matches, and we do some nice training as well, guys. But I'd like to start this episode off with a massive thanks for the last episode, guys. That is why there's another episode of this out today, because you showed so much support on yesterday's video, and a few of you guys were asking for another episode of that, of this series, sorry. So that is exactly what I've done, guys. I'm hoping to get a Manchester City Career Mode out later on today as well. I'm not going to promise that though, but I am hoping that it will be out later on. But anyway, guys, we started this one off with a match against Montpellier, and as you can see, we didn't get picked for the game. And at the first, when I first noticed this, sorry, I thought the manager was being a bit of a knob, but it turns out that we were actually suspended for picking up so many yellow cards, which I do apologise for, because a lot of you guys were commenting telling me to stop getting booked, because obviously Ronaldinho didn't really get booked that often in real life. But I do apologise, but we ended up getting suspended for one game in the league, I believe, because we picked up, I don't know how many yellow cards it was. I think it's either like 3 or 5. I'm not 100% sure, but we ended up missing that game, but we did win it anyway, and you can see now we are sitting third in the league, only 2 points behind Marseille and Monaco, who are slightly ahead of us on the same amount of games. So hopefully, after the next couple of matches, we can get some points gained on them, and maybe even get up to the top of the table, guys. But you can see there, the calendar, we have 2 more games coming up. One against Angers, this, I'm not sure, I think they might have got promoted from the league below at the end of last season. I'm not 100% sure on that though, but I didn't remember seeing their name in the League One before this season, but it was hopefully going to be an easy game. We got picked for it anyway. It was away from home though, which could make it slightly more difficult, but I couldn't imagine it being too much of a hassle, and I really did expect us to start off this game very well and come out of it with all 3 points, which looked like what was going to happen. As you can see, as Pogba goes through and smashes the ball in the back of the net there. We get 5 assists, and as you can see, that gives us +1 long passing. But what a run it was from Pogba as well. It was a decent pass from Ronaldinho, as you can see, and look at this from Pogba. Look at the little skip he does there to get around his defender, and he just smashes it into the top corner there to get it past the goalkeeper as well. That's his first goal in the league, and that makes it 1-0 to PSG in this game, guys. But what a run that was. I really do like playing alongside him. If you haven't noticed, guys, he does play centre mid, sorry, just alongside us, and it makes things very easy when you're playing beside that man. I'll tell you that right now, guys. But as you can see, we were really getting into this game at this point. We hit the crossbar here with Ronaldinho. Probably should have just put slightly less power on it, and it would have went into the back of the net, but unfortunately it never. Then we got a great chance here. This is only 20 minutes into the match, guys, but we got +1 long shots there, as you can see, and we also get +1 shot power. But I have no idea how that didn't end up in the back of the net. Not even that my shot hit the crossbar, but I mean the rebound as well. He should have put the header away, but he just never, and unfortunately the chance was gone. So the game is still 1-0. We're now in the second half. Sorry, I just had to catch my breath there. Yeah, we're now into the second half, and as you can see, this is an absolute beauty of a finish, guys. That makes it 2-0 to PSG, which probably secures all 3 points for us, but I'm pretty sure I asked him to pass it for me just before he took the shot, and he was lining up the shot, and I was like, oh, you greedy bastard, I wanted to pass, and then as soon as he took the shot, I just knew it was going right into the top corner there. You can see right over the top of the goalkeeper, some nice bend on it as well to keep it away from him, and that is just an absolutely sublime finish. I didn't really expect that from that kind of player. I mean, it was Thiago Motta. I didn't really expect him to have that kind of finishing on him. I thought he was more of a defensive midfielder, but either way, what a strike it was, and that made it 2-0 to the away side, guys. So that was all 3 points secured. Now we were just trying to play, really just to see how many goals we could get, because there was no way they were getting back into it. But unfortunately, after 75 minutes, as you can see on the screen there, Ronaldinho was feeling a little bit tired, so I decided to go ahead and just ask for a substitution in the 75th minute, because we were wanting to save our stamina so that we got picked in the next match in the Champions Cup. So we sent ourselves off there, and Angel Di Maria would come on to replace us. But we did end up winning that game and getting all 3 points, guys. But we went into some training after that, and we did the normal 5 training drills that we've been doing this season. And as you can see, we have a chance of putting our vision up if we get the first training drill. We get a decent grade in that one. But you can see there, we get a D, and unfortunately it doesn't go up. But our marking there, it does go up on the 4th training drill. It goes up to 53 now, which puts us slightly closer to that 86 overall, and obviously those 3+1s that we just got in that game as well helped us along the way a little bit, and we are really closing in on 86. Yeah, we're closing in on that 86 overall as well. So some of you guys who thought we might end at 86, I'm highly doubting that we'll end at 86 if we get there in the next month episode or 2, because I can see us getting a lot further than just 86 rated. But there was some comments on the last video of people saying 90 rated and 89 rated and stuff like that, which is Fair enough, it's a fair prediction I suppose, but it's pretty high expectations, shall we say. I mean, I can't promise anything, guys. I cannot say that we're going to get to 90 rated or 89 rated, because that is very, very highly rated for 2 seasons in, and it's very difficult to get to that rating as well. So we'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully we can get there by the end of this season. I mean, it would be absolutely insane if we could get to 89 rated by the end of this season, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens, guys. I don't want to get too, I don't think we want to peak too early as well. I don't think we want to get like 2 or 3 seasons in and already be 90 rated, because then the rest of the like 10 seasons or 7 seasons or whatever will not be very, well, not very good at all, because we won't really be able to get any higher. But either way, guys, enough about that. We'll have to worry about that when it comes to it. But as you can see, the Champions Cup match I was talking about started off, sorry, I just burped there, that was pretty bad, but yeah, we started off very well. We got a goal, put us 1-0 up. It was Ronaldinho who had a nice finish, and then look at this run, ladies and gentlemen. 3 roulettes here, I think they're called. I think that's what they call them, a roulette, or I'm not sure, but either way, he done 3 of them in a row to get past 3 defenders, but unfortunately his shot wasn't quite as good as the skills, and it ended up going wide. But luckily for us, in the second half, he did manage to find the back of the net for the second time here, guys, and I think that now puts us, I think that's our 22nd goal in our career altogether, and once we get to 25 goals, guys, we do get +1 finishing and +1 something else, which I believe will put us up to that magic 86 overall. So hopefully we can score a couple more goals in the upcoming episode, and that'll take us up to that 86 overall rating, which is pretty decent rating for the second season. I mean, I'd happily end the second season that rated, but I think we will manage to get higher than that by the end of it. But either way, guys, you can see we're absolutely dominating this game. 2-0 now. We're now at the end of it. We nearly make it 3 here, as I think it was Bahabek or Bahebek, I'm not sure how you say it, hits the post there either way, and unfortunately it didn't end up going in. So obviously the game ended 2-0, but we had an absolute dream of a match there. We had 6 shots and 5 on target as a team as well, 55% of the possession. Ronaldinho got a 9.5 rating as well. I think he had like 90% passing and 80% shooting, is something like that anyway, and just a very, very good game all around. But we do get called up again, guys, for the World Cup qualifiers, this time against Argentina and Colombia, I believe. And then there's a quick story in the news about Ronaldinho being the player of the month at PSG, which is good to see. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 4 more games coming up, and look who the first one is against. FC Metz, our old club, the place that all started in this career mode, to be honest. But luckily for us, I don't know if we were just tired or if the manager felt bad for us, but he decided not to pick us in the game, and I was actually quite happy about that, because I didn't think it would feel too nice just absolutely destroying FC Metz and banging in goals against them, because obviously they just got promoted up this year. They're not going to be the best team compared to PSG, so it would have probably been an easy victory, and I didn't really want to absolutely smash them. That would have been a little bit too far, I reckon, for considering how we went up like 10 overalls or whatever it was last year at them. I didn't really think it would be very nice to do that, but we did absolutely smash them nonetheless, even though I'm not on the field. As you can see here, 3-1 it was, and that would be how it ended there. Victor Andre getting another goal. What an absolute legend he has been this season for PSG. Hopefully he'll stay in the starting 11, but we ended up going into our last training drill of the episode, guys, and I decided to go ahead and try and play the assisted free kicks one. Now, you'll remember a few episodes ago, or like 5 episodes back, I can't remember what one it was, we done this assisted free kick training drill, and as you can see here, nothing is on the screen right now, and you're probably wondering what that's about, because if you've done this before, normally, just above where the wee name thing is in the bottom left, there's instructions telling you, right, which drill you got to do. Like, sometimes you've got to take a shot with a certain player, sometimes you've got to take a dummy shot with a certain player and then lay it off to other players, like stuff like that, and it'll either tell you to press LT or RT, all that kind of stuff. It literally talks you through it, which obviously the same as the rest of the training drills, which makes things a lot easier. But unfortunately for us, we didn't get showed that for some reason. The game kind of glitched out a little bit, either that or they've updated it and you just don't get help anymore. But I completely did not remember the order that you're supposed to do it in, because I have done it before, but I couldn't remember the order that we were supposed to do it in, guys. So we ended up getting an F in this training drill, as you can imagine, because we had no idea what we're supposed to be doing. I didn't know who was supposed to be taking the free kick, who was supposed to be doing the dummy run, who was getting laid off to, any of that stuff. I just didn't have an absolute clue. So you can see there, guys, we did a very poor job, and we ended up getting an F. So we won't be doing that again anytime soon, and if we do, hopefully it will fix itself. But as you can see there, anyway, we did end up getting our vision up +1 to 88 now, so we are very, very close to that 86. Look how close that actually is, guys. That is unbelievably close to being 86 overall, guys. But that is pretty much all for today's episode, guys. In the next one, we've got a game against Argentina here in the World Cup qualifiers, and then we'll have a game against Colombia, who are just behind us in the league table. So we're hoping to get 2 wins in those games, but it's going to be a tough ask. We'll have to just see what happens. But sorry, that is going to be the end of this episode, guys. I really do hope you did enjoy it. please go ahead and drop a like if you did, guys. Show as much support as you did on the rest of this series, and we will all be happy chappies. But go ahead and subscribe as well, guys, if you enjoyed the video and you don't want to miss any more of this series, because it will be going on forever. But until the next time, guys, hopefully you've all enjoyed it. Hopefully you have a great day. Stay safe, guys, and hopefully I'll see you all back here for the next episode of Ronaldinho Reborns on FIFA 16. Peace out, guys.